Handler, and I'll let him say a couple of words.
I guess just from all of us at our patrol officers down there, we appreciate the support from all you guys, the continued support and everything you've done for us. So I'll keep it short and sweet.
Nathan.
Thank you both for your service to our community. And we will get a quick photo.
And while you're doing that, Nathan, I would just say as the chaplain for the police department, we really do have the finest group of men and women in dispatch and patrol and leadership. These are full-on professionals. We're very lucky in this town.
And for those that didn't catch it, Sergeant Bruning was interviewed by Fox News on women in law enforcement over the weekend. So it was nice to get Yankton, South Dakota on the map talking about women in law enforcement.
All right. And now we have a proclamation for Mental Wellness Conference Days. So whereas June 9th and 10th, 2021 are the dates when Yankton Area Mental Wellness, Inc. will host the 23rd Annual Yankton Regional Mental Wellness Conference virtually from Yankton. And whereas the overall mission is caring for self, caring for community. And the 2021 conference theme is Heroes in Mental Health and Wellness. And whereas the commitment to training and networking is evident in Yankton, a community that is extremely concerned about serving those in need, strives to educate students for future employment in healthcare and mental health, and represents a region rich in resources and professional expertise to educate others. And whereas Yankton Area Mental Wellness, Inc. and professionals from Yankton, from the Midwest and beyond have joined forces to present a variety of sessions to educate conference participants and with current information, available resources, a network of support, regional expertise, and professional credit. Now therefore, I, Nathan Johnson, Mayor of Yankton, do hereby proclaim June 9th and 10th as Yankton Area Mental Wellness Conference Days. And Dr. Stanage is going to share some words with us. Good evening.
Mayor and Commissioner, thanks for the recognition. It's hard for me to believe that 23 years ago, 24 years ago, Matt Michaels had a vision of creating an annual conference to really support those individuals in Yankton that provided behavioral health care. And so 23 years later, here we are. This year, the conference is going to be a virtual conference. We've planned for the last year to be able to do that, to be able to continue the tradition. And I guess the one thing that I would say is that the Yankton Area Mental Wellness Conference is unique in that it represents a collaboration between I believe all of the community service agencies in Yankton. So it's a very unique conference in that way. So again, appreciate your support and recognition.
And we know coming out of the pandemic, the many mental health issues that our community and other communities face. So appreciate you providing resources to our professionals to help provide that care. Thank you. All right, we'll go to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the Commission. A few things for you all this evening to hear about and for us to visit about. First, I'd like to talk about the Huether Family Aquatics Facility. If you have been listening to our local media and reading the newspaper, you know that our first day of public opening will be Monday, May 31st, and we will be ready. The parking lot is being paved. Some of you may have seen there's water in the lazy river now. Landscaping is starting to get underway with tree plantings, and so it's getting really exciting for our staff. We are waiting for some things to arrive, and we're working on training up the staff, but under the supervision of our engineering department and of course our team at Parks, we are going to be ready. So let's just cross our fingers for a warm, sunny day on May 31st. Commissioners, you'll be invited to some things throughout that weekend, which we'll let you know about and give you details for. We're going to have a ribbon cutting, a different date, and some other special guests that'll be coming to signify that really exciting time for our community. So looking forward to all of that. Any questions about the Huether Family Aquatics Facility?
Amy, I had somebody ask me the other day if we're still have open positions, or have we been able to fill basically all concessions and lifeguard positions that were needed?
I will have Todd Larson, our Director of Parks, talk to you about that, because that's an answer to I don't have.
Are we on? Good. We are still taking applications, cashiers, ticket booth, and concessions are looking good, but lifeguards is our biggest concern between just all the hours from 6 a.m. through 7:30 at night, swimming lessons, which takes water safety instructor WSI certification. So we're still looking for lifeguards. Applications have been coming in through the weekend for even other positions. So yes, anybody out there still looking for employment, please talk to our recreation staff about working at the Aquatic Center. It'd be great to have more people. Gives everybody flexibility case with vacations and sick and everything else. So yes.
You can apply online for any of our positions at the City of Yankton, so please encourage folks to do that if they're interested in coming to join our team for the summer. Another important hire that I'm working on is hiring our next chief of police. We did, as announced in the media, have interviews with a community committee, and we're down to 2 finalists, and you know who those finalists are, Commanders Todd Brandt and Jason Foote. So 2 commissioners have volunteered to help me with the next phase of interviews. That's Commissioner Mosier and Commissioner Weber. So we'll be conducting small group interviews, and then we'll be inviting some folks from public safety and other groups to do a meet and greet. And then we'll be talking through the feedback that we get, and I'll be making a selection. It is a decision that comes at a special time, especially during Police Week, but one that I'm going to take with great discernment, knowing how really important that position is to the department, to the community, and to all of us here in our organization. So that's the status of our police chief hiring process. Also want to talk to you a little bit about our statistics, our metrics for COVID-19, and I apologize, I did not put a COVID-19 item on the agenda this time. That was an oversight on my part, but I still do want to share the metrics with you and talk through a few things as our health board met today. So here is our metrics. You can see that in the lower right-hand corner, we have no one in the hospital currently with COVID-19. Our goal was to have 3 or less for 3 consecutive weeks, so we've checked that as having met that goal. Just above that, our case numbers, currently active cases are at 32. That's really dropped in the last couple weeks. That's awesome for our community and our county. Still not at that case number of 25 that we had hoped to be for 3 consecutive weeks, but we're trending that way, so that's looking really positive. If you take a look at the vaccine Cheerio, as I've been calling it, there are 52% of us who are eligible for vaccine have had both of their vaccines completed. 5% has had 1 dose completed. It indicates there that 43% are not vaccinated. However, this does not include the numbers that were included in the federal vaccine program. So we can assume pretty safely that there would be a lot more color on that ring than gray. So I think that's excellent. We're still encouraging folks to proceed with their vaccination and getting back towards normal operations in their lives. That said, the health board discussed today feeling that perhaps regular monthly meetings were no longer warranted unless something comes up. The health board will be reorganized should you select a new mayor this evening, because as you know, the seated mayor is part of that health board. We're looking at meetings as needed, was the discussion with the health board today, but I told the health board I wanted to visit with you all to see if you felt that was prudent.
I think going to as needed makes sense at this time based on the trajectory of the numbers as we're witnessing here. So.
We would still provide you with the metrics weekly so that you can see how those things change in our community.
So the as needed would simply be a change in trend, and then the health board would get back together. Is that my understanding?
A change in trend or something unforeseen with, either our local cases or local resources to deal with these cases.
No, the numbers look drastically better. So if the health board is comfortable with that, then power to them.
I think part of our thinking on that is the Yankton County COVID Task Force is going to stop meeting. This coming Monday will be their last meeting, so we just thought it was a good time to bring our regular meetings to an end as well, as we see things kind of normalize.
Thank you. Along that same vein, I did receive a text from Dr. Wayne Kindle. He had his school board meeting this evening, and the school board was going to talk about what their summer policy would be for masking requirements in their facilities through August for their summer activities. And as folks know, our building here is a school-owned facility that we technically rent from the school. And Dr. Kindle sent me the text that indicated that a masking requirement in YSD facilities will remain through August school board meeting. If the CDC changes during the summer, so I presume that means if the CDC changes some of its philosophies during the summer, the board, i.e. school board, may reconsider. And he said that was a 5-0 vote. So I indicated I would pass that along to you and see if you wanted to discuss that in any way, or if that was all right with you following their protocol in this facility. Okay. We will continue with their protocol, and if I hear something different from the school, I will let you all know. From masks, let's go to marijuana. Why not, right? We are continuing to finalize the medical marijuana licensing ordinance with the input that you gave us. We won't go through that at great length at your next work session, but there are a few things that Ross would like to touch on, as well as have the resolutions relating to rates that we talked about for you to just take a glance at. We will have a schedule of first reading for that on 24th, but as you know, a first reading doesn't require action. It's just an introduction. So we'll take the work session there. The second part of our work session will be related to marijuana, but not necessarily the ordinance, rather our internal human resource policies. We've been working with Bill Efting and Human Resources Department and our Team Cannabis, as we're calling it, to determine what's best for our employees and our organization, especially knowing that we're dealing with obviously people who have commercial driver's license and police officers and all of those types of things. So we would like to tell you what policy we are working on, give you sort of the basics, and then get some feedback from you all during that work session. So that'll be on the 24th. And I think that's all on my list, except to address Commissioner Sarda. So I wanted to let Commissioner Sarda know how very much I appreciate working with you, Commissioner, throughout the last 8.5, almost 9 years. He's the last one left on the board who hired me, so I don't know. That's a tenuous situation for a city manager to be in. But I will say, over the years, Dave, you've been someone that I've looked to for just rational, reasonable decision-making, and you've always been so supportive of the staff. And, I appreciate you taking a chance on me and putting so much trust in us as a staff. And the only reason that we'll send you off happily is because we know we have someone coming on that's going to add a lot to our team as well. So I thank you very much, and thank you to Sarah and your family too, because you've sacrificed a lot of Monday nights and a lot of probably other nights too, up worrying about things related to the city commission. So it's been an honor to serve you. I think that's all I have, unless folks have questions for me, Mayor.
Are there any questions for the city manager? All right. Then we'll move on to public appearances. This is a time when members of the audience can address the commission about items not on tonight's agenda. If you have something, we ask that you step to the podium. Commissioner Clemish, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Honorable Commissioners, Mr. Mayor, Dan Clemish from Yankton County. Just here to say congratulations to Mayor Johnson and Commissioner Benson. Sorry to see Commissioner Sarda go, but welcome to Commissioner Villanueva. I look forward to continuing the strong relationship we have between the county and the city, and thank each and every one of you.
Appreciate that. Got plenty of work ahead of us, don't we? Thank you. Anyone else? All right. And we're going to move on to the consent item agenda, which is lengthy tonight. Number 1, establishing May 24th as the date for the public hearing on the request for a special events on-sale liquor license for July 3rd, 2021 from Rock and Rumble. They are doing business as Third on Third. This would be for a block of 3rd Street between Douglas and Capitol. Number 2 is establishing May 24th, 2021 as the date for the public hearing on the request for a special events on-sale liquor license for July 24th, 2021 from Rock and Rumble. And this would be for 3rd Street from Douglas to a half block east on Capitol, plus Capitol Street, a 4th block north and a half block south. Number 3 is establishing May 24th, 2021 as the date for the public hearing on the applications for renewal of malt beverage licenses for the 21 through 22 licensing period. Number 4, establishing May 24th, 2021 as the date for the public hearing on the request for a special malt beverage on-sale retailer's license, a special on-sale wine retailer's license, and a special events off-sale package wine and malt beverage dealer's license for July 17th from Yankton Area Arts. This would be for an event on the Meridian Bridge, and the City Hall Auditorium would be their rain date location. Number 5 is a possible quorum event tonight after the meeting. That would be at Ben's Brewing for a farewell to Commissioner Sarda. And of course, no commission action will be taken there. Number 6, consideration of Memorandum 21-83 recommending approval of the application from the Yankton Antique Mall for a transient merchant license on July 24th, 2021. Number 7, establishing May 24th, 2021 as the date for the public hearing on the request for a special events retail on-sale liquor license for July 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, as well as August 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th from Ben's Brewing Company for the Music at the Meridian event. Number 8, setting May 24th as the work session. That would be at 6 p.m. in this room. And as the city manager said, we'll be discussing the medical marijuana ordinance. Number 9, a possible quorum event, May 12th at Fire Station Number 2 for the police chief candidates. Again, no official action will be taken at that event. And finally, number 10 is consideration of Memorandum 21-84, approving Peyton Mueller as a summer intern and to be included in the workers' compensation. I need to take a breath now. Does anyone have a motion to approve the consent item agenda?
Move the consent agenda.
Benson, second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion of these items? Would anyone in the audience like to address the commission on any of these items? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Is anyone opposed? Does anyone abstain? All right, the motion passes. Moving on to old business. Number 1 is consideration of Memorandum 21-78 regarding the public hearing on the new retail on-off sale wine and cider license for January 1st through December 31st, 2021 from Hen Inc. This would be for the 719 Walnut Street building. What is your pleasure?
Brunick, so moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this item?
I don't have any discussion, but I see Mr. Hanton is in the audience, if he would like to inform us and the public of exactly what's going on at that location.
Something? I'm on. All right, hi, I'm Ben Hanton. I'm the president of Ben's Brewing Company. Hanton Incorporated is the company, but 719 Walnut Street is the new facility. We bought the old Freeman Company, which is a 28,500 square foot property on 2.5 acres. Obviously a manufacturing business, zoned industrial, one of those buildings that we might have feared was going to be empty for a while, but looked perfect for a brewery to me. We had consistent issues of meeting our purchase orders on brewery demand. We have a lot of purchase orders from our distributors and we weren't able to keep up, so I was weighing my options of building a new steel building, and when that building became available, I just had to see if it was an option. And so the whole goal was to just ramp up our brewing and make it safer for our employees with forklifts and pallet jacks instead of steps like we have downtown. And so we've been able to do that, and we've been brewing in that facility since December and kicked a lot of beer out the door, and things are going well, so decided we would try to do a tap room in there so that people could see the insides of the space, to do tours, to taste beers. A little bit different concept than downtown though. And downtown is the place I've had a bar for 16 years. No plans of changing that. That's the place that's open 365 days a year, has liquor, wine, music, sports. This place will be more of a tourist event where you might come try some beers that are produced there, see how we brew beer, trying to go more family friendly instead of a bar focus. So there are some basic arcade games, there's some outdoor space, not open till 2 a.m. unless special events. We don't have liquor there. So just a whole different concept, and the plan is to try to figure out how to run 2 places in a small town. That's kind of the idea. So what's in front of you tonight is a wine license and a beer license. Our manufacturing license allows us to sell our own beer on the premises as a state license. But we would like the opportunity to sell some wine and some of our competitors' products in case people didn't like our offerings or couldn't have them for health reasons or something else. Also have a pretty extensive non-alcoholic menu coming to this place, so that's kind of it.
Thank you for bringing life to a building that I think we were all worried that that might sit empty for a while. So it's great that that will be an active and lively.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
And tomorrow the potholes get filled in, so I'm excited
Awesome.
about that too.
We have some other potholes around here you could fill in while you're at it.
I do believe I saw pictures with bouncy houses in it or something
Well,
at one point.
that's-
Are they part of that, or was
My
that just a special
daughters
deal?
and my corgi kind of operate the front portion of that building, so yeah, sometimes there is a bouncy house, but not in the bar portion. So you tell me, do I grab a seat or are there any questions?
Commissioners, any questions for Ben while he's at the podium? All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would anyone else in the audience like to address the commission on this item? Al, roll call.
Mybom,
My bomb is aye.
Minor,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Schramm,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunick,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye. Motion passes. Number 2 under old business is consideration memorandum 21-79 regarding the public hearing on the new retail on-off sale malt beverage and South Dakota farm wine license for July 1st through July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022 from Yankton Inc. Again, this is for the 719 Walnut property. What is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Any commission discussion on this item? Would anyone in the audience like to address the commission on this item? Roll call.
Minor,
Aye.
Mosier,
Aye.
Schramm,
Aye.
Weber,
Aye.
Benson,
Aye.
Brunig,
Aye.
Sarda,
Aye.
Mybom,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye. Motion passes. Number 3 under old business is the city commission acting as the board of adjustment. This is for memorandum 21-80, which is consideration of a variance from the front yard setback requirements in a B2 highway business district at 3007 Broadway Avenue. Jeff Coster is the owner. We were contacted by Jeff, and he has requested a delay to this hearing because of a scheduling conflict. So with that, the commission can open the hearing and close it, but no action is necessary. Is there any commission discussion on this item?
Mayor Johnson, I'd just like to add that Mr. Coster is aware that there is a cost to putting together a public hearing, publication, all those types of things. So he is willing to pay for the costs of rescheduling that for a first reading on the 24th and then the public hearing on the 14th, I believe is the date. Yes.
Thank you for that. Any commission discussion? All right, then this will be, again, we'll restart the process. So we'll schedule a public hearing at our next meeting, I assume. With that, before we adjourn, I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Sarda to share some thoughts with us.
Thank you, Mayor Johnson. Got a little nervous when Charlie sat next to me. Not sure why he's sitting here. Thank you, City Manager Leon, for those kind words. Appreciate that. Enjoyed the time on the commission. You surely get to learn a lot from your fellow commissioners over the years. Take as much as you can from their, the history that they have. And appreciate Amy, your staff, yourself, and all your staff. What I've learned from them over the years just has helped me grow professionally. So I appreciate that. We're fortunate in Yankton that we're a small enough community that you can call the city manager, you can talk to people on the street, you can talk to the city attorney. We're very fortunate to have that small town feel and just for other people to get involved and voice their opinion and ask for changes and stuff. So we're very fortunate. And I'll miss Al, all your jokes and your humor. Thank you for that over the years. Sat next to Al for my first couple years on the commission, really appreciate that. Asked him questions, and I remember Nathan actually sat in the back when I got on the commission, so now he's at the front. So maybe Jerry, you can move to the front next. Thank you, everybody, and I wish Mike the best of you on the commission. I know you'll do well, and congratulations on getting reelected, Benson and Nathan. So, thank you.
Well, Dave, I think I speak for the whole commission when I say you have been a steady hand in your veteran role in this commission, and you've taught all of us sitting here a lot over the years. You've certainly set an example and been a mentor to me, so I really appreciate that. And almost 15 years, that's a long time on the commission, so you've seen a lot of changes, as you noted, and you helped make a lot of great things happen during that time. And you've got us through some tough times, too, so thank you. Anyone else have anything to add? All right, well, there's no other business, so I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn sine die, so we can reorganize.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? All right, this meeting is adjourned. I'm going to turn it over to staff.
Thank you. The first order of business is that we have the oath administered to the re-elected and newly elected city commissioners. So if those folks will join Ross up in the front of the room, we'll get you sworn in. Yep.
If I could have the three of you please raise your right hands. Repeat after me. I state your name. Having been duly elected to the office of Commissioner of the City of Yankton, South Dakota, do hereby swear that I will support the Constitution of the State of South Dakota and faithfully discharge the duties of my office as City Commissioner. Congratulations, Commissioners.
Okay, congratulations, everyone. And Commissioner Villanueva, you can take a empty seat. Okay, so with that, Al, can we have a roll call, please?
Benson.
Here.
Brunig.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Mybom.
Here.
Minor.
Here.
Mosier.
Here.
Schramm.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
Duly elected Commissioner Villanueva.
Here.
City Manager Leon.
Here?
City Attorney Denherder.
Here.
Okay, that sounds like 9 great commissioners to me. In the absence of a mayor, I will ask that the commission choose their mayor for the 21-22 term. Are there any nominations for the position of mayor?
It would be my pleasure to nominate Stephanie Mosier.
It's a nomination for Commissioner Mosier
I'd second that nomination.
and a second. Are there any other nominations for mayor?
I would move that nomination cease.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second that nominations cease and a unanimous ballot be cast for Commissioner Mosier to serve as the mayor for 2021-2022 term. Al, are you ready to?
One second here. I gotta see who I paused with last.
You guys were a lot quicker than. If we're ready to take a roll call, Al, please do so.
Schramm.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunig.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Mybom.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Mayor Mosier.
I guess aye.
Okay, we have a mayor, so if you will take the center seat, Mayor Mosier, and make your way to the microphone there. If anyone else would like to shuffle around, they can certainly do so now. Just make sure you take the right nameplate with you. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get a little closer. Okay, I don't see anyone else moving, so Mayor Mosier, it's your meeting.
All right. First of all, I want to say I am very humbled and honored to be elected to serve as Yankton's next mayor. That's a big job, and I'm happy to do so with your support of my fellow city commissioners, because I know we have a good team, and I'm excited to keep building on everything that we have put in place. So I really do appreciate all of your support. Commissioner Starr is still here, so again, thank you on behalf of the City Commission for all your time that you've put in. I would echo the same thoughts in saying it's been a pleasure serving with you, and I too consider you a good mentor and friend. So don't think your phone is not going to quit blowing up, or I might get your 2 cents now and then. Also want to thank former Mayor Nathan Johnson for, holy cow, the last 3 years and everything that you have guided us through on the City Commission and for our community. So thank you. All right, moving on to new business. New business number 1 is Chan Gurney Airport hangar lease transfers. Hangar number 19, space from Hoffner Flying Incorporated to Michael Neff and Brian Rippey. And T hangar unit number 3 from Rick Doherty and Russ Hatchesky to Dos Lobos Aviation. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, anybody in the public care to comment on this? All right, seeing no movement, roll call. Al, please.
Weber.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunig.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Mybom.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Mayor Moser.
Aye. Motion carries. New business number 2 is surplus of equipment in our spring online auction. So consideration of Memorandum 2182 and Resolution 21-32 regarding surplus equipment for the spring 2021 online auction. And those items were listed in our commission packet. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, having a motion and a second. Any discussion? You guys are making this easy on me. Anybody from the public? All right, no movement coming forward. Al, roll call.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunig.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Mybom.
Aye.
Minor.
Aye.
Schramm.
Aye.
Weber.
Aye.
Villanueva.
Aye.
Mayor Moser.
Aye, motion carries. That's the end of our new business, so I would entertain a motion to enter into executive session to discuss contractual litigation and personal matters under SDCL 1-25-2.
So moved. Second.
All right, I guess do we need roll call, or is this another one that we can just, all in favor?
Voice vote, yep.
Thank you. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same, and abstain. All right, we're moving into executive session. Thank you.